Hello students, it's me again, Teacher Sarah. Today in science, we're going to be talking about animals around us. So, for today, you're going to need your notebook, pencil and eraser, and your worksheet. So, let's start. So, first, I want you to describe these pictures. The question here is, where do cows live? Where do cows live? They live on a, starts with the letter F, ends with the letter M. So I'll give you some time to think. Okay, I'm back. So where do cows live? They live on a farm. That's right. So they live on a farm and they live near people. Near us human beings, near people. So cows live near among us. Okay, so our topic for today is about types of animals, domestic and wild animals. Domestic animals are animals like cows, they live near people. And wild animals live in the forest far away from us and they live on their own. Okay, so now let's watch the video. Watch and listen to the video carefully about types of animals. Again, we have domestic and wild animals. After you watch the video, I'm gonna explain to you more about domestic and wild animals in the next slides.
Today, we will learn about animals. At first, we will study about pet animals. Pet animals are domesticated animals. At one point, they were wild, but over hundreds of years, they have lived alongside humans and have been domesticated by them. They're usually animals that share our homes and provide us with love and companionship. Normally, a pet animal depends on us for food, shelter, water, and all its other needs. Let's see some pet animals, one by one. Dog. A dog is very helpful in nature and is considered man's best friend. It guards the house from thieves with care. Some species of dogs are trained to detect criminals. Cat. Cats have been kept as pets for thousands of years. They are very fast and can catch rats and other rodents easily. Cow. A cow is very useful and gentle by nature and gives us milk. The cow eats grass and hay. Cow dung is used as fertilizer in fields. Buffalo. They are very large animals. People keep buffalo for milk and for drawing carts and for plowing the field. Ox. The ox is a muscular, massive, and sturdy draft animal. It is used to pull carts, plows, and sleds. Pig. Pigs are very intelligent animals. They have an excellent sense of smell. Humans farm pigs for meat. Sheep. The furs of sheep are very long and soft. These furs are sheared and made into wool. The sheep can survive in tough climates easily. Guinea pig. Guinea pigs are very social herd animals. They like to be with others of their own kind, but also thrive from human affection. Chihuahua. Chihuahuas are small, comical, entertaining, and loyal little dogs. Hamster. Hamsters are small rodents that are commonly kept as house pets. They have many different colors, including black, gray, brown, cream, yellow, orange, or a mixture of a few colors. Goat. Goats are among the earliest animals domesticated by humans. We get milk from the she-goats. Their milk is very nutritious and good for our health. Alpaca. An alpaca is a domesticated species of South American camelid. It looks like a small llama in appearance. They are exclusively bred as fleece animals. Donkey. It is a useful animal. It has been used as a working animal for at least 5,000 years. It is used for pulling carts. Horse. It runs very fast, and so it is used for carrying people as well as loads. It is also used for riding, racing, pulling carts, and in the circus. Camel. It is called the ship of the desert because it can walk through and without water for so many days. It is used to carry loads and people in the desert. Now let's learn about wild animals. It lives on its own without any help from human beings. A wild animal finds its own food, shelter, water, and all its other needs in a specific natural habitat. Let's study some wild animals one by one. Lion. The lion is called the king of the forest. It has a dynamic and majestic appearance. It roars so loudly. They are meat eaters. Tiger. The tiger is fierce and very strong. Tigers live in forests and woods where they hide and chase animals. Panther. It looks like a leopard without dots. They have excellent eyesight and sense of hearing. They are carnivores, or meat eaters. Fox. It has a very good sense of smell and hearing. It is mostly active at night. It lives in a burrow. They eat both plants and animals. Elephant. It is famous for its big body, intelligence, and obedient nature. A male elephant contains 2 long white teeth, known as tusks. They eat grasses, small plants, bushes, fruit, twigs, tree bark, etc. Bear. Bears are large mammals that eat mostly meat and fish. Many bears also eat plants, bulbs, and small insects. Deer. Deer have long legs typically suited to the environments they live in. They can jump high and swim well. They love to eat fruits and grass. Giraffe. Giraffe is the tallest animal in the world. The giraffe has a body length of almost 9 to 15 feet and eats grass and herbs mostly. Zebra. It has a unique pattern of black and white stripes, which makes it more beautiful. They eat grass, shrubs, herbs, twigs, leaves, and roots. Hippopotamus. The hippopotamus is the world's third largest land animal after the elephant and the rhino. It is an herbivore and eats mostly grass. Rhinoceros. The rhinoceros is most famous for its large horn, or horns, right on the top of its head, near its nose. They eat only plants. Monkey. A monkey is funny and a very intelligent animal. The diet of the monkey includes nuts, berries, and fruits. Its favorite fruit is the banana. It lives in the jungle and jumps from tree to tree. Chimpanzee. The chimpanzee is a medium-sized ape with an expressive face, a small nose, a big mouth, and large ears. The chimpanzees are considered the most intelligent of all animals. The chimpanzees eat fruit, vegetables, birds' eggs, and insects. Panda. Panda bears are very large and very cute animals. They eat mostly plants. Koala. The koala is an Australian animal. It has very furry, gray-colored hair, a rubbery, little black nose, sharp claws, and fuzzy ears. Now you know a lot about animals. Feel free to share this video with your friends, and always help others.
Wild and domestic animals. A crocodile is a wild animal. A cat is a domestic animal. An elephant is a wild animal. A monkey is a wild animal. Sheep are domestic animals. A hen is a domestic animal. A cow is a domestic animal. A dog is a domestic animal. A snake is a wild animal. A duck is a domestic animal. A pig is a domestic animal. A horse is a domestic animal. Domestic animals. Domestic animals live near people. They live on a farm or in a house. They give us food and they keep us company. Baby animals. A kitten is a baby cat. A chick is a baby hen. A puppy is a baby dog. A piglet is a baby pig. Wild animals. Wild animals live in their natural habitat. A parrot is a wild animal. A snake is a wild animal. A crocodile is a wild animal. An elephant is a wild animal. A zebra is a wild animal. A monkey is a wild animal. Domestic animals. A cat is a domestic animal. A cow is a domestic animal. A sheep is a domestic animal. Animal habitats. Some animals live in the water. A blue whale lives in the water. Fish live in the water. Dolphins live in the water. An octopus lives underwater. A humpback whale lives in the water too. Some animals live on the land. A tiger lives on the land. A zebra lives on the land. A pig lives on the land. A lion lives on the land. An elephant also lives on the land. Animals are different. Some animals are big and some animals are small. Some animals have 2 legs. Sometimes animals have 4 legs, 6 legs, 8 legs, no legs, or lots of legs. How animals move. Animals move in different ways. Fish swim. Birds fly. Snakes slither. Bears walk. The end.
And we're back. So, our topic for today is types of animal. We have domestic, and wild animals. So, there are two major types of animals. We have animals that live near people, like dogs, cats, chicken, cows. And we have animals that live on their own. They live in the forest, they live in the wild. So they can live in the jungle. They live on their own. They don't need us humans like tiger, bear, raccoons, lions, and so on. So again, we have two major types of animals. We have domestic, live near people, and animals that are wild, live on their own. So for your vocabulary, again, we have domestic animals. These are the animals that live near people. They can either live on a farm or in a house, like dogs and cats live in a house. And cows, horse, and chickens, goats, they live on a farm. So here we have wild animals. Wild animals live on their own. So they can either live in the jungle or in the forest. So they live very far from humans. So again, we had two types of animals. Animals that are domestic and animals that are wild. Again, domestic animals lives near people. They live on a farm or in a house, like dogs, chicken, cows, horse, and goat. Wild animals live in the jungle or forest, so they live on their own. So we have tiger, cheetah, bear, and so on. So here we have two. Which one is domestic and which one is wild? Which one do you think is a domestic animal? Animal that live near people, and wild animals, animals that live on their own. Do you think a cat is a wild animal or a domestic animal? How about a lion? Do you think a lion is a domestic animal or a wild animal? That's right. A cat is a domestic animal because we can take care of it as a pet in our own home. And a lion is a wild animal because they live on their own. They live in the forest or in the jungle. So we cannot take care of lions because they might eat us. So they are wild animals. Again, we can take care of a cat, but we cannot take care of a lion. So cats are domestic animals. Okay, so here are some more examples of domestic animal. Again, domestic animals. Domestic animals are animals that live near people on a farm or in a house. Again, domestic animals are the animals that we can take care of and live near us, people. So here we have a turkey, a hen, rooster, goose, cow, dog, ox, chick, rabbit, cat, duckling, duck, goat, sheep, lamb, calf, foal, kid, and a horse. Again, these are all domestic animals. Usually we can see these animals on a farm, but a dog and a cat or a rabbit, they can live in a house or a farm. Again, here we have domestic animals. We have pig and donkey. These are all domestic animals. Again, domestic animals are animals that live near people. Next, we have wild animals. Repeat after me. Wild. Wild. Wild animals. Animals that lives on its own without any help from people. It means they don't need us. They live in a jungle or in a forest. Again, wild animals live on their own. So, for example, we have a camel, crocodile, panda, giraffe, bear, elephant, fox, wolf, and an elk. Here we have also a zebra, chimpanzee, gorilla, a hippo, tiger, koala bear, kangaroo, deer, otter, meerkat, chipmunks, and squirrel, and so on. Again, these animals are wild animals. Wild animals are animals that can live on their own. Means they don't need people. They live in the jungle or in a forest. So for your activity, I want you to describe the animals in the picture. Identify if it's domestic or wild animals. If you can see it around us or near people, it means they are domestic animals. But if you can only see them in the zoo or in the forest or in the jungle, you don't see them often, then they are wild animals. A dog, do you think it's a domestic or wild animal? That's right. A dog is a domestic animal. Again, a dog we can take care of. They live near people. Next, an elephant. Is it a domestic or wild animal? Okay, an elephant is a wild animal. Next, rabbit. Domestic or wild animal? A rabbit is a domestic animal. They can live near people and they can live on a farm or in a house. Next, a snake. Do you think it's domestic or wild animal? A snake is a wild animal. Again, snakes we cannot take care of snakes. They might bite us. A pig, is it a domestic or wild animal? A pig is a domestic animal. Next, a horse, is it a domestic or wild animal? A horse is a domestic animal. Again, they can live on a farm. A zebra, domestic or wild animal? That's right, a zebra is a wild animal. They live in the forest. A cow, domestic or wild animal? That's right, a cow is a domestic animal. A turkey, is it domestic or wild animal? Again, domestic animals are animals that can live near people. Wild animals are animals that live on their own. They live in the forest or in the jungle. So, a turkey, is it domestic or wild animal? Okay, a turkey is a domestic animal. If you haven't eaten a turkey, they live on a farm and we can eat them like chicken. A giraffe, is it a domestic or wild animal? That's right, a giraffe is a wild animal. A fox, domestic or wild animal? A fox is a wild animal. Here, for this one, again we have a duck, panda, chicken, koala, hedgehog, goat, monkey, and crocodile. Here you just have to guess if it's domestic or wild animals. I'll give you some time to think. So again, we're back. So domestic or wild animals. Again, domestic animals are animals that live near people. And wild animals are animals that live on their own. Okay, how about a duck? Domestic or wild animal? That's right, it is a domestic animal. Panda. Domestic or wild animal? Panda is a wild animal. Chicken. Domestic or wild animal? It is a domestic animal because again, it lives on a farm. Koala. Domestic or wild animal? It is a wild animal because they live in the forest. Hedgehog. Domestic or wild animal? It is a wild animal. Although we've seen some hedgehogs that people take care of, but they don't live very long. So again, these are wild animals that needs to live in their own habitat. Again, these are animals that shouldn't be with people. These are wild animals. Goat. Domestic animal because again, goats live near people. They live on a farm. Monkey. Domestic or wild animal? A monkey is a wild animal. Crocodile. Domestic or wild animal? That's right, they are wild animals. Besides that they live away from humans, they are also dangerous. Okay, now let's do your worksheets. Listen and watch carefully. Okay, for worksheet number 1, here you have to write your name and date today. So how can animals be classified? Domestic animals are the animals that can live with humans. And wild animals are animals that are not domesticated or they live on their own. They are wild animals. So here we have an example, a pig and a dog. So here you can just draw or write the names of more examples of domestic animal. Again, you can draw and color or write the names here in the box. Here, exercise number 2. Again, don't forget to write your names and date today. Here you just have to identify the pictures and write the names in the box. I got the names here. So here we have a hippo, giraffe, pig, cat, shark, hamster, tiger, duck, bear, stingray, fish. Okay, so let's identify those worksheets. Again, we have a pig, cat, tiger, duck, shark, hamster, hippo, giraffe, bear, and a stingray fish. Again, I will repeat that again. You just have to write which one of these are domestic animals, animals that can live with humans, and which one of these are wild animals, live on their own. For example, we have a pig. Pig is a domestic animal. So here you write pig, P-I-G. And wild animal, we have tiger. Tiger is T-I-G-E-R. Okay, we have wild animal, tiger. Pig is domestic animal. So you just have to write the names in the box. You can ask your mom or your dad to help you, or you can just look at the words here. Again, we have hippo, giraffe, pig, cat, shark, hamster, tiger, duck, bear, and stingray fish. So I hope you finish your worksheets and they're not too hard. Again, here you can just draw or color or just write the names of more examples of domestic animals. Here, you just have to write more examples of wild animals. Okay, so don't forget to write these in your notebook. Again, today we studied about domestic animals, animals that live near people, and wild animals, animals that live on their own. Don't forget to write these in your notebooks. Okay, that's all for today. Very good, students. I hope you learned something today, and you can watch the video again and practice more. Don't forget to finish your vocabs and your worksheets. See you next time.